Hey guys, it's your host Danielle Denise. Thank you for watching Girl What? Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Girl, what? Girl, what? Girl, what?
Hey friends, it's your host Danielle Denise, and this is another episode of Girl What? Listen, we have a very special episode today. I'm so excited. My guest here, straight from the past, high school. This is Franklin. Hi, Franklin.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How you doing? Thank you for inviting me, to Girls What,
To Girls What? Yes, thank you for being here.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome.
You're coming all the way from San Diego.
Yeah, all the way from San Diego. Shout out to people out there in San Diego.
Shout out to Dago.
Yeah.
I don't hear the word Dago as much as I used to.
Why not?
I don't know. Maybe because I don't talk to people from Dago too much.
Well, yeah, I think you need to start,
Do you say it?
Yeah, of course. Dago. Shit, that's my home.
So you guys, Franklin is literally my ex-boyfriend from high school. Known each other for a very long time.
Yes, a long time.
But I would say it's like a solid decade, maybe 12 years, because you went up and moved to Portland.
Yeah, I stayed out there for a good 13 years.
13 years.
Yeah,
That
good 13 years. I just wanted to try something different, like San Diego, like I said, it's always my home. I love it, but I just wanted to go, do something different and try to be myself and grow up,
I remember.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm going. And I was like, I'm not.
Yeah, but like I said, like I tell people, man, Oregon's a beautiful place, man. Like it's real nice. The people are great out there. It's a smoking city. Like everybody smokes and blows.
Yeah.
So, and it's a hippie town. So like everybody be doing their little hippie stuff and having their things out there. So
Yeah, because that's one of the states where like everything's legal.
yeah, real legal. Like you can do whatever you want out there, man. Like I'm telling you, if y'all trying to go out to Oregon, like that's where you need to be at. You feel me? So
Well, what made you want to go back to San Diego?
So crazy. Man, the weather. Like being out there for a good 13 years. Like I want to say around my 8th year, like that weather started to like bug me a little bit. Like I did
like
stretch
the
it out.
cold or
like
what?
So crazy. Like it'll rain for like 4 months straight for no reason.
Yeah.
Like and it's
Yeah.
crazy. It'll get cloudy out there. And like I said, if you can't find nothing to do out there, like you'll be in like in a weird, depressed like little stage. But like I said, it's Oregon, man. Like it's always not sunny out there. It's always cold. It's always snowing. So, but like I said, when the summer hits, it's really beautiful. Like I said, I go to the lakes, go fishing. Like it's real nice.
That does sound really pretty. I do want to go to Oregon to visit.
Man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Well, Oregon's a place. It's like where you want to settle down or retire. Like
I see it.
like I said, like it's not much to do out there. Like, you have to find things to do to keep yourself, occupied. So
For sure. Good.
man, food is fire. It's so crazy.
Okay.
Like I'm not like a vegetarian, but like the vegetarian stuff they have out there is so delicious. Like
Better than California?
man, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I'm
wow.
from San Diego, love Cali, but Oregon food, it's fire. Like it's real good. So
That's actually a big statement. I'm
man,
shocked.
it's real good out there. Like the little veggie burgers they be having out there, man. Like the veggie chicken, like even when they have, like I said, like the food courts and stuff they have out there, it's so all the way down. It's so delicious. Plus it's cheap, man. Ain't no tax out there. What the price is what the price is. So
Yeah, that's where California is feeling a little miserable. It's a very taxed, luxury taxes,
man, I'm telling you, out here in Cali, they take your coins. Like they be taking your money. Like
You're paying for the sunshine, and we didn't even get that much this year so far.
man, that's so crazy. It was
were like
raining
Oregon.
like kind of crazy, wasn't it? Like
We
tripped
were
me
Oregon
out.
for a second. So we still got to pay. Like the sun's been out every day. So
Man.
shout out to us. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's get to why you're here.
Oh yeah, let's get to why we're here. Let's do this.
Usually I have like segments and we'll talk about pop culture, just something else.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even want to waste time. We're going to dive into this.
No, let's go.
So as my audience may know, I mean, I touch on it a little each episode because I'm not ready to dive in. That's going to be a whole episode in the future. But I will say a part-time dominatrix because I have yet to make this a full-time gig, but I am grinding it out. Like, it's going to be a career.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then with that, I'm now in exploring kink spaces, going to kink parties, dominatrix themed brunches. Like, total, I've been to, I think, about 4 or 5 kink party or events.
Okay.
I even tried to go to DomCom last month and I fucked up. I didn't make it in
couldn't
there.
do it.
I'm so sad. I arrived so late. They're like, you literally can't register anymore. And I was like, okay, fuck me. I fucked up. I know it was my fault. I just didn't get there. Anyway, all that to say, back talking to you, learning that you're also in kink spaces in a way where I'm just on the surface. Like, I'm still up here, like, still kind of not knowing what to expect, still a little nervous, like just trying to see and feel the energy.
Yeah.
You're like immersed, like you have dived in the pool, you are swimming amongst the masses, like you are in these kink spaces living life.
Yeah, so like I said, I stayed out there in Oregon and trying to find like another hobby or something, not even a hobby, like something to do. And one of my brothers, you feel me, he told me that let's go to a club, and I'm looking like, all right, what kind of club we going to? Like, is this like a club? And he was like, don't worry about it, like just hop in the car and we finna.
Can I pause you?
Go
That
ahead.
is fucking insane. Like, if my sibling or my homie, whoever, just springs a sex club to me, wild. But go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, like I said, he was telling me like, we were going to a club, and so when I went to the club, I hear the music and I'm thinking like, oh, okay, this is going to be like a dance club. Like, we all going to have fun. We going to be in here chilling. Like, we going to be laughing and everything else. Like, soon as we walk into the door, I'm looking around. I'm like, why everybody dressed in lingerie and stuff? Like, I'm looking at my brother like, I ain't paying no. It's probably like a little pajama jam party. So we ain't dressed up, as the event. Soon as I walk up in there, man, I just see a whole bunch of sexing and fucking going. I'm looking at my brother like, where you got me at, man? Like, I thought this was the club. He was like, bro, don't trip about it. Like, come on, we gonna go to this bar. We gonna sit here and chill, like we gonna drink and just, and I'm, like I said, I was real like nervous. Plus, I ain't even gonna lie, I was real high as hell. Like, my heart was beating so fast because I didn't know what was going on. So as soon as we got to the table, we sitting there, we having drinks and everything, we talking. Some guy came up to me and like tapped me on my shoulder. And I'm looking at my brother and he looking at me and he was like, so I was like, all right. I was like, what's going on, man? How you doing today? He's like, I'm doing good, pretty good. He was like, can I ask you a question? I was like, yeah. He was like, did you come in here by your... I was like, no, I came here, with my brother. And he was like, hey, I need you to do me a favor. So I'm looking at the guy like, I'm looking at my brother like, what's going on, man? I thought this was just a club, like, and he was like, nah, like, just to hear him out. The guy tapped me on my shoulder and he was like, man, my wife needs attention. I'm looking like, attention? So I'm looking at my brother and my brother looking at me like, bro, if you don't get there, like, I'm finna, like, I'm looking like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
like, I don't get it. And he was like, I just need you to go over there and like, fuck my wife. And I'm looking like, what? You want me to go do what? He's like, I just need you to, fuck my wife. And I'm looking at him like, where your wife at? And he pointed her out. And I ain't even gonna lie, she was bad as hell. And I'm sitting there looking at my brother like, and my brother looking at me like, if you were going to do it, I'm going to go over there and do it. So I'm looking like, all right. Like, I said, can I talk to her, try to get to know her so I could feel comfortable? And he was like looking at me like, nah, man, just go over there and grab her, and, do what you do.
That's so much.
Hey,
That is so
crazy.
much.
Like I tell people, like, some people are like that. And some people are not, like I like talking to the people that I can mingle with and try to get to know them. Cause like I said, even though like you try to talk to like, their wife, like some guys don't like that, they rather you get to know them and try to,
because they don't want you to have a real relationship with the wife.
Basically,
they really just want you to get in and out.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But like I said, we sitting there talking and everything. So I went over there to go talk to her. And I sat down like, looking at her and everything like, hey, like, what's going on? My name is, Franklin. What's your name? And she told me her name. And like she was like, "You ready?" And I'm looking at my brother, and my brother looking at me like, "Bro, if you don't try to tag that, like I'm finna."
He's ready.
Man, my brother was already ready. Like I said, he already walked up in there. He already knew like
He knew where he was at.
Yeah, like he already knew what he was getting himself into. Like me, like I said, for my first time, like it made me like a little nervous. But I ain't gonna lie though, I did go through it.
You
feel?
did it?
Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie. Like she came and looked at me. We sat there and talked. We had a good conversation. We vibed real good. You know, I tell people vibing is everything. It's always good to talk to a person, feel their energy. Because like I said, you'll probably mess with the wrong person with the wrong energy, and it's not gonna work the way you think it's gonna work. So messing, you know, getting to know that person, talking and everything else, like the energy was there. So like we could tell like we was just in here just to have fun. And at the end of the day, she knew she was going back to what she was going back to. But like I said, for my first experience doing that, like I had a lot of fun. And like I said, ever since then, like I really been like going to events, parties, clubs and stuff. Like I said, I've been doing this for a good, I want to say this lifestyle, I've been doing this lifestyle for a good, going on 4 years. Like I said, it started in Oregon. I was out there for a good minute. I fell off for a little bit. Like I just wanted to focus on myself and everything because it does take a lot out of you. But it was for my, you know, for my experience and everything. It was real cool.
Wow. So, okay, just to inform the audience, like
go ahead.
what exactly we're focusing on here, because you know, going to a kink party is one thing.
Yeah.
And a sex party like that. I do think that's crazy that your brother just took you with no explanation. Like, I don't think, I mean, as a guy, it's completely different, but I don't think I could have went through, like, forward with anything. You know, especially if I was, like, high. Like,
you know, so
not.
crazy. Once, like, I don't know, it was just something new. And like I said, like, once you go, like, to something like that, like I said, you'll have the butterflies and everything else. You start getting shaky, like this is too much. But once you start talking to people in there and try to mingle and everything, like all that goes away because like you feel comfortable with that person. I tell people communication's always the key whenever you do things like this because you really want to get to know the person and see what they're about. Even if they're a couple, like you always want to talk to the dude and make him feel comfortable because you could be that creep and he'd probably be like, nah, like this not, I feel uncomfortable because the way you're acting and everything, and you got my lady feeling uncomfortable. So
it's so yeah, a couple episodes ago, my friend Trey definitely went in on that whole thing of like consent, having that like that verbal communication that everything is good and we're on the same page, you know, because you could easily get off that same page and now somebody is not feeling
in the
not
energy.
loving it. Right, now you're getting kicked out. So it's like, it's a lot of talking and I think that's great. Yeah. But okay, so wait, let's rewind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's what we're focusing on here.
Okay, go ahead.
In Franklin's case, the fact that he is that, I'm going to say like that third party in this scenario, he's called a bull. And a bull is, wait, hold on, I had definitely just Googled it. So basically, a bull is a man who has sex with someone else's partner with the consent of both. So you're that guy. Yeah. You're that guy, and I feel like this is a heteronormative type of kink. Like, this is always going to be a guy and a girl couple. I feel like it doesn't have to be, but I feel like stereotypically, and then if you see it, it's going to be guys and girls, like a man and a woman. And it's the wife that is like, I want
that's the one I want. Yeah.
And I feel like, so are most of the wives like white women?
No, most of them are like, some of them are black, some of them like
really?
I said, Mexican, you know, Latinos, you know, like.
Okay, so I really thought it'd be like, you know, that white couple.
No, like I said, most that I have gone, like I said, most of them have been Latinos, black, little Asians, like I said, whites too. So like I said,
so you've been around,
man. I've been around.
Color wheel,
man. I'm telling you. But like I said, like as long as you make them like feel, you know, like everything will move smoothly and everything else. But like I want to say, I enjoy it. I like it, you know, because I'm being myself. I'm not being creepy or anything. I do like to talk and have conversations with people and everything else. Like I said, jumping into this lifestyle, like you have to learn a lot, you know, like how to be, you know, not too crazy, not too aggressive and everything else. And like I said, like it's kind of, I don't know, like.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that's great. Like, you found what you like.
Yeah.
Now, do you still like to go out to like clubs,
Oh,
lounges?
so
and
yeah, so basically, yeah,
regular stuff, or
like,
no?
yeah, like I still do like to go to clubs and everything else. Some clubs are so crazy. It's a club in San Diego. It's a nice little club.
What club?
Huh?
What club?
Oh, it's called Club That's. It's a really good club. Basically, like the guys are naked, but all the girls are like in lingerie.
Okay, wait. So this is a sex club.
Yeah, it's a sex club.
Okay.
It's a sex
And I was
club.
talking about the vanilla stuff. Like,
Oh,
how do
okay.
you compare the two? Would you still like to go to like a regular bar, or you're like,
And you know,
nah, I'd
so
rather go to
crazy.
this
I
kink
wouldn't
party?
I wouldn't mind going to a regular bar and still being myself, you know, and
Yeah.
still talking and everything else. I say, like, at the end of the day, if I get that connection and it happens, it happens. I'm more of a person, like, I'm not gonna lie, I am a shy type guy. So like, if you come talk to me, like,
No, you're not.
man, I'm shy.
I feel like in those situations you might play,
Hey.
but
Okay,
you're not
so
shy
basically,
in
yes,
person.
I play the shy guy role.
Okay,
Okay,
I figured. I was like-
yes, I do play the shy guy role because, like, sometimes I don't want to say nothing too aggressive to like push that person away. Like, I want to make sure the energy is right. Because, like I said, like, I think I had like rushed into something, and this guy told me like he wouldn't mind me playing with his wife. And I'm looking like, all right, you know, I'm going for the shot. Like, I'm ready. Like,
Yeah.
but when I went over there, I felt like I went over there too aggressive. And you can tell, like, she wasn't feeling it. Like, she just was like push offish. Like, she was like, nah, like, this ain't gonna work. And I'm that type of person, like, keep it 100 with me, let me know, because I don't want to waste my time, you know? Like, we're all up in here trying to have fun and everything else, and I don't want to make you feel like uncomfortable.
Yeah, you have to be on the same page. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
it's the same page. But yeah, like I said, it's called Club That's. It's in San Diego. Like I said, all the guys are naked. All the girls have lingerie. So like, it's kind of crazy because going there, like, you know what you're going in there for. But like, I tell people at the end of the day, like, it's still good to mingle with everybody and get to like know people. Like, me being there and sitting down and getting to know them, like, people's like kinks, what they like, what they don't like what they're into and everything else. And plus, like I said, like the dominatrix stuff and everything else, like, you know, people getting whipped, like, you try to learn off the people because they have more experience than I do, you know. Like, I don't know, one guy there, he's experienced for almost like 20 years, you know, and he likes to whoop and everything else. So like, I like to ask questions, you know, like, how far can I go to make them feel comfortable for them to like that? Like, I don't want to go too hard and everything. And like he said, they all have safe words and everything else, so you can feel comfortable hitting them. But like, that club is a really good club. Like, I like it. Like I said, I want to say it's like my go-to club. Like, I like to go there, mingle, have fun, talk to a lot of people. But at the end of the day, if something happens, like, something happens. So. I'm just saying, real shit, man. Just saying.
If something happens,
Man, something
I'll
happens.
put that on a shirt.
Man, I'm
with a
just
little
saying,
shrug emoji.
man, like, I try to, like I said, I'm not, like I said, I play that shy role, but I try not to rush it. Like, I'd rather them, like,
Yeah.
like I said, we all in there naked, so if you see me, like, dangling, like, please come talk. You feel me? So when you go back to tell your girls and be like, girl, what? You feel me? Like,
You're hilarious. But yeah, you definitely. Okay, wait. So Thads, now, do you have to pay?
yes, you do have to pay to get in there.
Okay, you can't just like walk in.
No, like, walk in there. No,
Got
like,
it.
you have to pay to get in there. Like I said, they're a decent price, you know, like, to go in there and
How
to
much are
mingle.
men? Men are
So
usually
I want
more.
to say men is like 80. What girls is
Oh, that's
like
not bad.
what? I want to say girls are like 50.
I feel like women should be
No.
free.
Women are 10 and 50 is for couples.
$10. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
usually the breakdown.
Breakdown. But like I say it's pretty worth it. And like I said, when they have events, like, man, they had a Halloween event. Best event I ever been to in my whole entire life.
Did you get in
like,
costume while
man,
naked?
I dressed as Steve Urkel. I
How?
had I had the suspenders and everything else, but my bottom, I was just naked.
That is so ridiculous. He just has suspenders and nothing else, and they're just like, "Oh, he's Urkel."
Hey,
Like,
they already knew what's up. They was like, "You Urkel? You already know what's going on."
that's not enough context cues for me. I'd be like, "What?"
Hey man, hey, you know, so crazy. Some guy came up in there and it's so crazy. Like he had like a cardboard and like a picture. I think it was like a camera or something, or like it said something, but he had his penis out and everything, and he was holding that shit all day. I looked at him, I was like, bro, that's why I kept it simple. Like,
Yeah,
I'm the right. I was like, I'm the Urkel. Like I kept you holding that cardboard all day, man. But like I said, Halloween's is one of the best events. Like I like going during Halloween because, like I said, you get to dress up and everything, and it's so crazy because like people from like LA smash all the way down there for their events. You feel me?
Really?
So yeah.
You know why though? I don't think there's a lot of like sex clubs. I could easily just not be knowing of them all, but there's not a lot of sex clubs out here.
Okay.
Like I think I just learned of one in West Hollywood recently. And that might be the only one that I know in Hollywood.
Okay.
But again, I think I'm just not in the know.
Cause like I said, I drove up here for a couple of times for like a couple of parties and stuff. You know, like it's
okay.
one is called like the Mansion. It's a pretty nice little setup. You know, like it's cool. It's pretty big. They have a nice little dance floor. Like for me going to that one for the first time, like I ain't even gonna lie, I was nervous because like fads, you see more Latino girls. You know, like. A little black people, but more Latino than anything.
Mm-hmm.
For this one right here, like it tripped me out because it was like black people, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like that's a lot.
It was here. Well, yeah, there's some events I've been to that were predominantly black.
Yeah, but like that for me, like that's different because I'm so used to the Latinos and like I said, you it's a mixed crowd. You know, like you get your few black, but like this one, it was just like, man, it was like chocolate heaven. Like I ain't never seen that many black people like that in my whole entire, and like I said, in this type of lifestyle, like it tripped me out a little bit. I was like, all right, like I'm here, man. Like so crazy. This girl was staring at me hard when I first went there. And like, I ain't gonna lie, she intimidated me a little bit because she was like looking up and down at me and I'm looking like, what the fuck?
Like fresh meat.
Yeah, basically, like, man, fresh meat. And I'm sitting there just like kind of nervous and everything. Like, man, like, what can I say to this? Cause like, I should be the one staring her down. Like, she looking at me like I got a snack tonight and I hope he ain't leaving. So I'm looking like, all right, at the end of the night, like, we did talk and everything. I ain't even gonna lie, we did mess around. Like, it was, man. Best night of my life, man. Best night of my life, you know. Like I said, it was the best night of my life. So yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Okay, so are most of these clubs in like an actual venue, or are they like kind of like in a house and they kind of just
so crazy? So that's it's like a big old it's like a big ass house. It's pretty big. Like,
that's a house.
Yeah, it's like a house. It's pretty big. They got a big pool in the back.
So
they got, like I said, they got a dance. Yeah, you can swim in there. They got jacuzzis. You can man, that's what I'm saying.
A lot can happen.
You know, so crazy. They got like a separate room. So with like where the jacuzzis and everywhere else, they got like their dom room. So like they got like cages in there, like the little thing with the X where they tie the people in it. Yeah. So they have that little room. And like I said, when you go into the other house, they have the dance floor. I want to say they have like, I see the second floor, it's like six rooms. And like first.
How many floors? So it's like multi-level.
Yeah, it's like a multi-level rooms. Yeah, then I think when you go upstairs, it's another room upstairs, but it's like you have to bring a couple, or only a girl can go up there. Like guys can't go up there.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so like that room is like a big old like orgy room. Like beds is everywhere and everything else. I want to say I've been upstairs. You know,
I was about to ask.
Like a good 4 or 5 times. I've been up the room for good 4 or 5 times. Like, so crazy. When I first went, it was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it struck me. Like, I couldn't do nothing because I was like, this is too much. Like, I got everybody around me. They in here.
Like, you can't perform.
Yeah, I couldn't really perform because it was like my first time. But man, after that second day, man, threw that out the window. I was out there performing, man. I was putting on a show, man. They'll look back like, who this motherfucker back here up here just knocking it down like that. So yeah, I was always putting on a show. I like to perform, man. Like it's like like to perform. Put your resume out there.
And I love that you like to perform. Like, that's the passion I would want to see at a sex club.
The performance.
Or a play party. I mean, I'm not saying
the performance.
It's like the passion behind the performance. Like, knowing that is a beautiful thing. Okay. But also, so you will also do orgies.
Yeah, I do. Okay. I do
so
orgies.
Not always just the cuckold.
No, it's not the couple thing. Like I said, I do orgies. You feel me? So crazy. I'll go ahead and tell y'all. So.
I might have not heard
so
of
me
either.
And me and one of my partners, man, like we was going somewhere, and it was out here somewhere, and so crazy. Like he warned me, but like I really didn't like I paid attention, but like I was like, nah, like I'm not gonna like
what.
about like us going to where we was going. So like basically like I said, he warned me about it. He told me about it. He'd be like, hey man, it's gonna be like real. Like it was like my first gangbang where everybody like in the room.
Gangbang.
Yeah, so crazy.
So like one girl.
Nah, so basically I wanna say it was like a good 3 girls, man. It was 3 girls, and I was like, I wanna say it was none but like
how many dudes?
Fuck. I want to say a good 30 heads was in there.
What?
And you know, so crazy. That's what I said when I first went in there because I was hella nervous. I was looking like, fuck, like all these motherfuckers in here just for these 3 girls. But it would trip me out. Like these 3 girls were in there like MVP, like no problem. Like they were ready. Like
they're like, 30? That's light.
Basically, this you know, so crazy. Some girl said that she was like, "Oh, it's only 30 in here." She was like, "That's just lightweight." And I just looked at her like, "What the fuck, man?" I'm looking at my boy, and he looking at me. And he was like, "Bruh, like it's like that sometimes." I was like, "Shut up!" But like, wow, you can tell like when people go in there, they do what they do and they leave. You do have your weird watchers. Like, I'm not saying weird, but they do like to watch.
The voyeurs.
There you go. Yeah. Like, they like to watch and everything. Like, it's cool, but, like, it's like, bruh, like, that's just too much. If you don't watch, like, watch from, like, a distance. Don't get too close to me while I'm...
Oh, wait, so, like, they be, like, on your shoulder, maybe in your ear?
And they trying
like...
I'm sitting there doing my thing, and I'm... looking back at him like, bro, you need to calm down, man. Like
that's a lot. That's a lot going on.
That's like, what I said, and like I said, that knocks off your performance because like it's like, man, I'm really trying to dig this out, and you sitting here all up in my face and shit, like, and it's also crazy. Like, and I'd be nice about it, and my boy be like, stop being nice. No, like if you that close to me, like. You ready? But they be like, nah, I'm not ready. So why are you so close to me?
Are they like jacking off?
Man, like they're like sitting there just messing with themselves and that's just too much. That's just too much.
I can see that being uncomfortable.
Man,
like,
really uncomfortable.
And intimidating. It's almost like
so intimidating.
You are really watching me go.
And
do they ever like give you feedback like go harder?
Man, so crazy. They do have talks. Like cheerleaders. They be like, man,
yes,
like,
come on.
Tear that up. You got it. Just beat that shit. Yeah, and I'll be looking like, bruh, like
that's teamwork. I love that. They're on your team.
Man, my team is good. I can tell people my performance.
Like, I don't need help.
I don't.
This is solo sport for me.
Hey, basically, I be letting people know like I'm out here.
Solo player.
Man,
thank you.
Doing a marathon over here, and y'all sitting here trying to knock my marathon out. Like it's just
not a relay race. Yeah, you're not throwing the baton.
Right? Like man,
it's team me.
And it's so crazy. Some of the guys in there, man, they be hogging like.
Oh, they don't get off.
No, they won't. I had this African guy trip me out. He was like, brother. I was looking at him like, what? Brother, you know what's first, brother. And I was like, go ahead, bro, because it sounded like you sitting here being like.
He said I was first?
Yeah, they do that. Like some of them in there.
Stingy.
Stingy. Was on that girl the whole night. I was like, bruh, like. Let her breathe. God. It's so bad. And I feel bad for the girls because some of them being there like, I need water. But they still be on them. And I'll be like, bro, like,
thirsty.
Man. And they don't let them go.
Get off.
I remember this one guy, he was in this chick and she was like, I need water. He said, oh, you need water? And grabbed the water from the side and was like,
Like
I was
pouring it on her?
Yeah, and I'm looking at her like, she was like, not like that. I'm looking like, bruh, like she didn't ask to be drowned. Like she needs to need a little drink and she probably be ready to go. So yeah, I've been to a couple of those, man.
That sounds a little too chaotic for me. Like I already don't have a fantasy to be in those like a gangbang situation.
Yeah.
I do actually know a few that like that's like a dream for them.
Yeah.
But I feel like just after you explaining it to me, it's chaos.
It's real chaos. Like I said, like
there's a lot going on.
Yeah, because like it's no communication in there. Everybody trying to get, everybody trying to get what they trying to get. You know
right.
What I mean?
So if the poor girl on her knees is like, I need water. Everyone should be like, okay, take 5. Give her a minute. Like,
I seen this one guy, another chick. She needed water, and this guy had to like slide her off the bed just to let the guy know, like, hey,
to like release her from everyone.
Like, and she was over there. I think she had like 3 or 4 waters that night because she didn't come back. I looked out, I was like,
she left.
Like she didn't leave. Like she was like, she went to another room and she was drinking water, but you can tell like
she didn't want to go back out there. She's like, nah, these are wolves.
she was done. Like she was like, these motherfuckers fucked me up.
I mean, I'm assuming that's what she wanted, but it's like, I'm glad she tapped out. I would hope everyone is like tapping out when they're like,
man, not like I said, like the first one I went to, like this one girl did not tap out. Like she was in there. Like I walked past the room and she still got her ass in the air. Like who else gonna get it? And I'm looking like, Ma, you ain't tired? Like
marathon,
man. And I ain't never seen nobody, a chick like that, do a marathon like that. Like
that's a lot of energy.
Man, that's a lot of energy.
I don't have it.
And like I couldn't. Man, that's why I said I give it up to them. Like I said, when they walk in there, I'll be like they MVPs because like.
Yeah.
Like, they're going through it, man. Like they really be out there like doing a thing, like no problem. And they talk shit.
Yeah.
Like they be talking shit. They be like, "Oh, you done?" I be looking like, "Fuck." Like, all right.
See, this is so crazy. I have so many questions.
Go ahead.
So,
go ahead.
I already forgot one of them, but going back to performance. Let's talk about performance-enhancing drugs like gas station pills.
Oh, okay.
The honey. The blue. Was it blue chew?
Blue chew.
Blue magic or something.
Blue magic. Yeah.
There's all kinds of forms of like things you can use. You know. So have you tried any of those?
So basically, they have these honey packages. I don't know the name of the brand.
Okay, I've seen the honey.
But yeah, I had some Arab guy told me like, hey, like you should use the honey, and I'm looking at him like. What's the difference? Because usually I use the rhinos, and I don't mind using the rhinos because it's like
I would say that's the gas station.
Yeah, the gas station ones. Oh, it's so crazy. Not even the gas station ones. They have like little.
Where are they at?
Like adult porn stores, or not porn store, but like adult sex stores. You feel me?
Okay.
So like you see like different ones in there, but like I feel like those are like the go-to that I see people in Oregon when I was there. Like that's what I see people take. I mean,
yeah.
So yeah, like the rhino, like it's pretty. Man, get you going. Like I want to say, like once like you have to.
Instant,
so basically, you have to eat and drink a lot of water. If you don't drink a lot of water and eat, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna give you like a crazy like headache, man. So you have to eat and drink a lot of water. Mm-hmm. But once you like know your stomach is full and you ate, oh man, you sleeping like a soldier as soon as you walk up in like at a club or swinger party. Like it's on and popping. Once you like see somebody doing something, it's like it's already.
You're ready to go.
Ready to go.
Like at the door.
At the door. The honey one, I want to say for all the smokers, like usually like how people smoke and like they like to put it in the honey, like honey on their blunt. So this one right here, like I tried it. It's so crazy. Tried it for the first time and like it really like worked. Like I was sitting there smoking and I put it in one of my blunts. In my blunt, like because like I said, when you smoke and put honey on your blunt, it slows down faster. Like you get. More.
That's the thing with the honey. I don't know what all it is. Like I know it's just not just honey. There's some chemicals.
Yeah, it's like chemicals or something in it. Because like I said, when I smoked it, like I was instantly ready. Like
really?
After my blunt was done, I was like, man, I can't wait to go to this party. Like it's gonna be lit. Like I'm feeling really perform. Like so crazy. Like some people like parties I go to, or like crazy. One of my homegirls, like, cause I always carry my fanny pack. So I always have this fanny pack with a whole bunch of stuff in it, man.
Like
never,
what? What's in the
never.
fanny?
You always have to be safe and prepared. You feel me? So like I have condoms, lube. You know,
That's good.
like I always come prepared. And it's so crazy because when you go to clubs or swinger parties, like guys walk up in there and they'll be like, "Oh, I don't got no condom." I'm like, "Man, I got you, man." I'll pull one out of my little fanny pack and like, do your duty. You
You're the
feel
supplier.
me? Yeah, I'm the supplier, man. Like I say, it's always good to be safe, man, no matter what. Like I tell people it's kind of crazy because y'all should know you got to come to an event. So
I feel like, yeah, that's such a cop-out to like never carry them.
That's what I'm saying. So for you not coming to an event, not having none, like that's
just a dirty nigga. Like, I feel like, because it's just, a lot of people don't use condoms. Actually.
Yeah.
Like, I've learned so much recently about a few friends, men and women alike, where they're like, for what? And I'm like, I'm sorry. Does diseases and shit not scare you? Like, you just think, I'll be okay. I mean, let alone babies. One other thing where I'm like, yeah, I'm not just trying to do that right now. So if you're single and you're just living life, like, wrapping up should be at least the bare minimum you should be doing sexually to me.
Man, it's
but
always,
I don't tell people how to live life.
Nah,
We
like
are grown.
That's what I'm saying. I hear you, but like it's always good for me. Like I said, like I'll always be stacked. Like
That's
it's always,
good. I love to hear that.
I'm always safe. So yeah.
Yeah.
Once I had my fanny pack, this girl like she used to call me Fanny Pack Frank because like my performance, man. Because I'm always handing out condoms, lube, whatever like people need around me, and it's so crazy. Like this guy was next to me, and me and him was tagging this girl. But no, I was tagging this girl and he was tagging the girl on the side. But like he kept looking at me like, "Oh, my rubber bust," and then he was like, "I don't have no rubber." I was like, "Bro, I got you." Like, because they were looking for one. Like he was looking for one because you could tell he wasn't finished. So he was like, "Man, I don't know what to do." I'm like, "Hey, I got you. Zip my fatty pack. Oh, there you go, player." He was like looking at me like, "You got all those in it?" Hey, man, it's always safety, bro. Like,
wait, how many are you carrying in one pack?
Man, how much?
20?
How much coming in the pack?
I don't know. Like,
I want to say
10?
probably good 20 then. So I'll probably have like a good 40.
40
Yeah,
condoms on you.
Because like I said, man, you don't know. You might go back to the same chicken, you know.
And so, okay, how many do you think you use in one event? Like condoms? I'm thinking like 5 minimum.
No. Want to say a good 7 or 8.
Okay, so almost 10.
Yeah, almost 10.
Yeah, so you really are, you stocked. You stay stacked because
Yeah,
you have
you
to.
got to, man. Like
I get it. I get it.
You got to.
I get it.
But yeah, like I said, we talking about the honey. So like I said,
yeah.
So when I was smoking all that, like I said, like it lasted for like a good minute. I want to say it lasted until a good 3 o'clock in the morning. But like I said, when you take those rhinos, it's different.
How many hours was that though?
Ooh, so I want to say I got there at 9. So what, 9 to 3?
So a lot.
Yeah, but the rhinos are different. It's a 7-day period thing. So you got 7 days. So you got 7 days. So like it's kind of bad to.
Wait, what do you mean 7 days? Like
so
pills?
basically, yeah, for the pill to like
pill
wear
a day?
to wear off.
Oh, that's just to get off, like feel it.
Yeah. So, but that 7 days, like that's like.
Wait, you're not hard for 7 days straight.
Man, what
You're
are
lying.
you talking about?
That
It's like,
sounds insane.
Yeah, it is. That's what I say. You have to find something because you can't find something. You're gonna be like that, or you might just have
Hell no.
a me moment. You know, like.
I feel like you'll get sick. Something bad will happen.
Nah, you know, so crazy. Somebody had took one, and in Oregon, and I think they had to go to the hospital. Yeah, they had to go to the hospital because like
Yeah, that sounds
he
about right.
didn't know like why he was so stiff like that. Like he was scared out of his mind, and it's so crazy. He was calling me like, "Frank, you good?" I'm like, "I'm straight." Like I don't know what's wrong with you, but like I feel good. Like I'm finna go knock something down right now. Like, and he was like, "Man, I had to go to the hospital and everything." Like I'm like,
Oh, wow.
fuck. So like I said, when you take it, like you have to eat. You have to drink a lot of water. Like water is like the main thing. Like I remember going to LA and I went to an event. I ain't even gonna lie, I met a couple of porn stars and everything, but they used to tell me like water. Like that's what
Stay
you
hydrated.
Yeah, you always have to stay dehydrated and everything else because if
Yeah.
you don't, like stuff like that will happen if you're taking something or or even like you're doing something, like you always have to be hydrated.
Yeah, because like let's say you're taking like drugs with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a lot on the body.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
That is a good tip. So water really is the key to life for everything.
Everything.
You have to stay hydrated.
Right.
Even if you go to a concert, like think about like an outdoor festival and it's hot. Like you got to stay hydrated to last.
Have to.
So that is a great. That's this episode's gem. Drink water.
Drink a lot. Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, so how long are you at these events? Like when you go, are you there all
so
night?
basically some events I would be there a good 3, sometimes a good 4. It depends. If I'm out here, like I'll stay for the whole event. Like why cut half short and waste my time? Plus, like I said, I paid to get in, so I might as well enjoy the whole thing. Plus, at the end of the events, like I like to mingle and still talk and try to get to know people just in case I want to come out here for events and everything else. I got a dude that always be throwing parties and everything else. So we've been going to his events, and his events been like real a good turnout, like a real good turnout. So he had one in Huntington Beach, and I think he had one in Orange County somewhere. But
I remember you telling me about that one.
Yeah,
that was Memorial Weekend.
Yeah.
How was that?
Man, that was the best party ever. Like
you didn't tell me about it.
Man, so it's crazy. Me and my boy got there, and as soon as we walked in, we looking at each other, and like everybody up in there naked and everything else. The dude,
is this a house or?
Yeah, it's a house.
Okay.
So usually some of them like rent like Airbnbs, right? Like,
Airbnbs.
I mean Airbnbs.
Airbnbs.
Yeah, right. But some people like rent them and everything to throw parties and stuff. So the one he had rent, like it was
nice.
It was real nice.
Hey, you by
like,
the beach, it's gonna be nice.
That's what I said. So it was real cool. So like when me and my boy got there, like I said, we was high. I had to drink a little bit just to like mellow my highness, because like I said, it's always new people, and no matter you walk into parties like that, you're gonna get nervous because it's people you ain't never seen, probably people you already seen, and you be like, oh okay, but once you walk in there, you be like, the fuck, like who's this person, like whatever.
Yeah.
But like once you like drink, smoke, feel comfortable, like I was just talking, like I had no problem, like hey, how's your day and everything else, how y'all doing, been a long weekend, time to have fun, like just chit-chatting. But that party, it turned out real good. Like I had real fun. Like it was I think at the end of the night, I couldn't find my drawers that night. Yeah, that's how fun it was. Like every time he throws a party, like I can't find my drawers.
Wow.
So we walked up in there. We went, I think he had 3 rooms, and then one of the rooms, like some girl was like blindfolded, but it was so many guys in there like taking her down, like she was with it. Then it was another girl, she was in the other room. It was like a middle room, and it was a couple guys in there, but it wasn't exciting. Like it was kind of like dry. But the other room, this one girl, man, she was like MVP. Like she was really with the shit. So I was like, okay, like I'm gonna go in this room and see what's up. It's so crazy. So I ain't never done it before, but it was my first time. Like the guy who hosted the party, he was like, hey man, do you want to like DP this chick? And I'm looking like, what? Like DP her? Like what do you mean? And he was like, we should shove both of our dicks up in her pussy. And I was like, all right, whatever. And plus I was already on something. So like I smoked that honey. So for my first time, it was my first time it was like, cause like
2 holes, or 2 dicks, 1 hole.
Yeah, so like you're gonna feel uncomfortable. But like once I did it, it was like, oh man, like this ain't nothing. Like if I could do this, I could do more, Like it's like.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. It was.
Can you actually? Sorry, we have to get into that because I'm trying to think of like the positioning.
Okay, so basically, the girl has to be on top of me, and the guy, I have to have my legs closed all the way, and then he gets on top, like on my thighs, and he shoves his like from the back.
Ouch! That kind of sounds like it hurt. No.
Nah, like I said, like so crazy. It depends on like the person, like. I remember when I was trying to get on like from the back, and he was like, nah, like your legs is too. So he was like, I need to like.
Oh, you guys really had to like figure it out.
We had
like
to figure it out. The muscles. So like we had swapped. So when we swapped, like.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. And I think it was like this chick's first time. She was enjoying every like. at first she was like not ready, but like so crazy. Like we was both talking to her into it, and she was like, "Just do it," and it happened. But she enjoyed every minute of it though.
That is so interesting. I applaud you. Like you saying you just like walked in this room and you guys just like talked about it and got to
got to it, yeah. And like I said, some like you can tell like because we got there a little bit late, so you can tell they was already rowdy up and they was already ready. Like who's in here new? So since we walked in, like they see like we were new because like I said, we still had our clothes on. Everybody else is naked, so they was like, we got to try these right here because they just walked in. So it'd be like that sometimes.
That fresh meat,
man.
You know?
I'm telling you.
So
yeah,
let's talk about dating. Are you dating someone? Are you able to date while doing this lifestyle? Like how does it go?
So no, I'm not dating no one. Probably because like I'm really into this lifestyle. Like I like it a lot. It's less drama, I want to say, because you know when you're in a relationship, like things don't go the way it's supposed to go, you know?
Okay, wait. So I do recall you telling me like you met somebody maybe a month or so ago. I don't know.
Yeah, like I had talked to somebody and like try to see like, you know, if they were interested about this lifestyle and everything else, but you can tell like they wasn't like really interested in it. Like it was just me. So like I want to say like if I was really, really into somebody and I know that's going to be my person, like I'll stop everything just for that person, you know? Like I want to be respectful, but if I found somebody and we was connected and she was in this lifestyle and I was in this lifestyle, I think I feel like I'd be okay with it because I can't be a selfish person, you know? Like if she's going to go out and have fun, like I'd rather her have fun and be safe and everything else. Like long as I'm around her and she let me know like, hey, because like every time like we go with people or if I do go with somebody, I let them know like I got your back, you know, I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you. If you feel uncomfortable, let me know. I'll go right up to that person and let them know like, hey, like she feels uncomfortable, like you making the situation kind of weird. You could have had some, but you just made this, you know, kind of awkward. So if I was dating somebody like that, I wouldn't mind it. But if I was all in, like, nah, like I wouldn't.
So you would stop all of this if your partner was like, babe, I don't want to do this. Or I don't want you to do this.
Basically,
really
yeah. Like if she was all in, like I said, and she didn't want me to do this, like, yeah, I'll stop. But if it was like, not saying the other way around, but if it was like, you know, like she was in the lifestyle and she was like, and we both had an agreement and talked, like I said, communication's always the key. And we sat there and talked about it and like, say if she came up to me and was like, hey, like I want to do this, like I'll feel comfortable because like I said, you can't take nobody out of that lifestyle, you feel me? It's pretty kind of hard. And like I said, if you do try to take somebody out of that life, like I want to say like that, both of your partners must really, really like each other that much to like not share.
But do you think that's going to withhold anything for you? Like, I understand you're willing to make the sacrifice.
Yeah.
But do you think that could bubble up later? Like, maybe just, like, bring it up again at another time. Like, maybe we could do this for holidays, anniversaries.
And you know what's so crazy? Like, if that person's, like, up for it, yeah.
But if they're like, no, it's
if
no.
If there's not, like, you feel me? Like I said, I've been doing it for a long time. Not a long time, but like I said, good 4 years, you feel me? I feel like I did put my time in, like, doing this. So if it was at that point and, like, she was ready to settle down, like, yeah, I would have, like, stopped everything. I ain't even gonna lie. I'll probably do my last, like, whoopee event, you know, before it happens. But
last hurrah.
Yeah, like, you know, but if I could find somebody who's with this lifestyle and they're cool with it, I feel happy. Because I feel like it's good because, like, we're both happy. We're both getting what we want. And like I said, at the end of the day, you know you're coming back with me. Like, it's no, you feel me? Don't hide behind the phone like, oh, I was talking. Nah, like, communicate with me. Let me know. You feel me? I'm not that type of person that get mad or jealous, you know? Because like I said, like, you told me, like, you was in this lifestyle and I told you I was in it. So we communicated about it, you know? Some people, like I said, when they're in it, you can tell, like, they want to just be with you and don't want to share Craig. Because like I said, I went to a party and some person got jealous and like I felt kind of bad because they felt like jealous, but I wasn't really doing anything. I was sitting there just hugging a girl. You feel me? Like,
wait, were you guys trying to date at this time?
like,
or?
you know, so crazy. I don't know what it was because like I kept it 100 with her when we was talking. I let her know like, hey man, like I'm in this lifestyle, so like I don't want you to feel no type of way. Like I want you to have fun, you know, like have fun. But if you feel uncomfortable, like I got your back no matter what situation it is. Like I don't want you to feel like, okay, like this is my first time and this is not, you know, everybody's here to have fun. The vibes need to be right and everything else. So like I said, like when we was talking, like when she went, like she had fun because like you can tell like when I went up to her, I told her like, I got you. Like I don't know, nothing happened to you. And she was doing her thing, you feel me? She was out there playing and everything, you know.
But then she got jealous when you did stuff.
So this is the second one. So the second time we threw a party, like,
Oh, this is a whole different.
yeah. No. So this is the same chick, but like,
Oh, same girl.
yeah. But we went to another party, and the other party we went to, like, I ain't even gonna lie, like I couldn't perform, like for some reason, like I was like not in the mood. I was more in a watching mood. Like I didn't want to do anything. So like, it made me a little bit mad because I wanted to perform because I was really trying to like have fun because I could tell everybody else was having fun and everything else.
But
so,
you did it more so because she was like, I'm not feeling
yeah, like
that,
it's not saying she wasn't feeling it. It was just like, I don't know, like I said, you have your off days, man. Some days you can go in there and do
you had
what
an
you
off day.
Yeah, so it was a pretty off day for me, you know. Like I said, some days you can go in there no problem, but that day, like, it was an off day. Like I never had an off day like that. But like I said, she was there. So like I told her, like, man, go have fun, you know? Like, I don't mind watching. Like, go do you. Like, but like I guess this girl was trying to like do something with me, but it wasn't happening because like I said, it was a off day. Like I couldn't get up. Like whatever she was doing wasn't like turning me on. So I was like, I don't mind watching or whatever. And it was so crazy. Like the girl gave me a hug, was like, that's okay. Like everybody has a off day.
Aww.
And everything else. Like she was being like real nice about it. But it's so crazy. The chick that I like, you know, who came to the party, like
She didn't do
she
nothing.
like she didn't do nothing, but she wasn't with it. Like it was weird because like I could tell she likes watching me do stuff, but that right there, that moment, it made it kind of like awkward for her because we were hugging, and I felt like for her to get mad and jealous like that because we was hugging,
Interesting.
yeah, like that,
it was too intimate. It was more intimate than actually fucking.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you're hugging now?
Yeah.
You're
she was like
consoling him?
Yeah, like she was like, that's weird. Like, why is she over there hugging you? And it's like, man, she was being kind of nice because the nigga couldn't get it up. You feel me? Like I couldn't perform the way I wanted to perform. So like
Right.
that, just like I said, like stuff like that, like it wouldn't
Yeah.
it wouldn't work out. So
That's crazy. That's how it like kind of like fizzled out, is the fact that you couldn't perform, and it was like the intimacy of a hug. But she was like, absolutely not.
live
We're not here to hug.
Yeah, like I'm here to watch you, you know, have sex
Perform.
with yeah, so she can get turned on. Probably that's how I felt. The way that's what it was supposed to be. But like I said, I feel like the girl like was more into it, like almost like boyfriend, girlfriend. Because like I said in the beginning, I broke everything down to her and like let her know, like, because me and you are like talking and doing this, like this is what I do. Like, like I don't want to make this nothing serious. Like we can hang out, chill, whatever. Like I said, I'm not a cool, chill guy, you know. Like, but if this getting more serious than what you, this is not gonna work because we didn't talk about it. And it's so crazy, like. We did communicate like our rules and stuff. You feel me? Like we did sit there and say like,
Yeah.
hey, like if you felt comfortable, if this chick is like, let me know, or if I felt comfortable because this dude doing, I'll tell you. So like we communicate about that, like situations like that. But for some reason, man, like
Wires got crossed.
hey, crossed bad. Like I had to hear it, like the whole ride home. Like why you didn't? I was like looking like, Mom, like you're doing too much
Like
right
it
now.
was just a hug.
It was just a hug, you feel me? Like it was crazy. And like I said, the chick was like, oh, it's all right, you know, like, you know, it happens and everything. And it's so crazy. A guy walked past me, she was hugging me, and he looked at me and I was like, bruh, it's one of them. He said, hey, everybody having them days, and he just walked right past me. So it's kind of cool. Like I said, some people, they'll respect, like, okay, like he's
You have a one-off.
Oh, he have one off. So
Sure.
it's better to watch, you know. Like I said, you might not know, like that one day, like it probably you have that one day off, but like once you start watching and looking at, it might happen. But like for that day, like, yeah, that girl killed my vibe. Just sitting there watching because I was getting a hug with somebody. So
that's pressure, you know?
Hella pressure. Hella pressure. So yeah, like I said, like if somebody's all the way in, yeah, I'll stop, man. But if I find somebody who's into this lifestyle and like women, oh man.
Okay. Liking women is the plus.
You feel me? They like women and everything else and still cool like doing like other activities. Like I'm with it.
Could you ever be in like a unicorn? Could you be a unicorn? Do you know that term?
Nah, go ahead.
It's like you're the third party to a relationship, like a couple. Because like you're a bull in like a married couple's relationship, but it's like the unicorns, like y'all will hang out and travel together. Like it could be a whole thing.
Nah, I feel like I feel like that's just too much. You feel me? Okay. Because like, yeah, like it'd probably be cool for them. But like in the long run, it'd probably be really annoying because, like I said, you with that person all the time traveling.
Yeah,
and
you're the third party.
Yeah, and they're gonna be looking like, man, this motherfucker get on my nerves. Like,
well, yeah, and if you don't like everybody involved, it's like something is gonna be annoying.
Yeah,
about
so
it.
I don't feel like I'll do.
No.
Nah, I like that unicorn. Nah, I like being the bull the way I am. Like I said, you invite me over, you know. So
he's the bull.
Man, good.
Okay, last question. Would you ever do porn?
You know, so crazy. I wouldn't mind. You know, like getting into it. Like I said, I've been to an event in Vegas.
Yeah.
And like I said, I met a couple of like porn stars and everything else. You feel me? And like I said, they did put me up on game and everything. It took me a minute to like really like acknowledge what they were saying. Cause like I said, I'm a type of person, like if you talk to me, I'm gonna listen, but it's gonna take a minute for me like to sink in, to like know what you're saying. Mm-hmm. But like they kept telling me like, what are you in here for? Like what is your purpose? They keep saying this is business, you know, like this is what we doing. This is business. You get connects, you gotta have yourself out there, like, you know, like I said, like broadcasting or something, and put yourself out there to let people know like this is what you do and like for business and stuff. So like I said, I did suck some of that in and everything. I'm trying to like lead my way into it, you feel me? But like it's taking a little. Okay,
wait, so it's a yes.
I wouldn't mind, yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind.
I feel like, okay, because you're so passionate about performing, that's really a key element into like porn stars, or like especially for men, like you really gotta, like the biggest part is probably holding that erection for the amount of time you're filming, but also like the performance. That's what sells the the content.
This is content and everything.
So I feel like keep exploring it, keep tapping in, keep talking to people. I feel like you're already in the community, so you're probably like 1 degree away. You just gotta talk to that right person, wife and husband combo, and they'll be like, oh, here's this production company that we have. And
because that's what's crazy. That's why I'm trying to move to Vegas. It's this dude that I know. Mm-hmm. He said he wanted to like mold me and like teach me the ropes and stuff. So
a mentor.
Yeah, basically like a mentor. So he was like letting me know, like it's been a minute since I hit him up, but like I remember he told me, he's like, if you move out here, like I got you, so we can get you started and everything. So I was like, all right, like I was like, let me have my fun like right now, and like whenever that chance, you feel me? Like I wouldn't mind, because like I said, like I've been behind the scene and I've seen it, like
of like
porn production? And everything. Yeah, like I said, I've been behind the scene. Like I've seen a couple of people do what they do, and like you said, you have to hold it for a long time. Like once you, they're gonna look at you like you can't get it back up. Like you still got more film. Like we gotta, you know. So like, I'm trying to like learn like how long like they can last and do all that. Some of them do, you know. I heard they do take the little blue pill, but
I could see that. I mean. Like how you have an off day. What do you do? And that's what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's why I say, like, I wouldn't mind doing it. I got to make sure my body's cool, because like I said, I'll probably have an off day one day and just wasted a whole bunch of money just to, you know.
I feel like you're going to have to like start really taking care of your body. You'll be eating right, working out.
Exercising and everything.
Yeah,
so yeah, that's why I say, so crazy. Like now my tip now, like I'm on like a water tip. Like I've been drinking
Staying hydrated.
Man,
you
like
have to.
Crazy. Like I'll be drinking water like crazy now. So I'm starting to get into like drinking a lot of water. Now I'm starting to go into the gym, because like I noticed like most of like the porn stars, they're all ripped and they're like going into the gym. Some of them are like my size, but like still though, like I noticed they go to the gym, get ripped and everything, drinking a lot of water. So I was like, fuck, like if I keep doing that, I'll probably be straight. My stamina would be on and popping.
I'm sure, it helps with everything. The appearance,
yeah.
the stamina. Like, you need to make sure you are ready to go.
Ready to go.
So I get it.
Yeah, so like I said, just being behind the scenes, seeing all that, like, it had me interesting, interested about, like, try to do it, but, like, I just been lagging. I just need to get it together.
It's a to-do, but, like, you know, everything's a grind. If you want to do it, you'll do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, listen, I support this dream. I'll even manage you if you like. Let me know if you need help.
Yeah, right.
But I can see that for you, really. If not, like, you can just do OnlyFans. You can be one of those type of porn stars.
Yeah, and I noticed, like, the OnlyFans, man, like, they get a lot of hits, you know, so...
Yeah, but I know it's a grind too. It's not like, you know, you're gonna make money off rip. You're gonna have to make the content first to release it and really you should post every day, like, if you really want to make the coin, because you got to get your name out there first.
See,
but like, you have the connections too, it sounds like.
Yeah, like I said, I got a little bit of connections, man. I just gotta talk and, like, you know, put myself out there.
Put yourself out there. Fanny Pack Frank is already a name that you could go by. Like, I'm not mad at it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I am blown away.
Why is that?
This is so fascinating because it's like, I haven't been to events to play. Like, I go to these events, but, like, I don't know. It just hasn't felt right, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just not
comfortable.
Maybe I feel okay, but it's just like, maybe I just never have done that. So I'm still trying to figure out, like, when do I want to do that? Like, actually fuck somebody here. I rarely meet people like I actually want to hook up with, like, same moment.
Yeah.
That's such a, like, one night stands don't really exist for me.
Yeah.
But it's like, when you're in the space, it does feel sexy, but I also feel like I don't think I can really do it sober. And the both times I went to, like, the actual parties, actually every time, like, I usually get the drinks there. I don't pregame.
Yeah.
And I do feel like I need a little more pregame to feel like,
more
okay, I'm already there. Where it's like that liquid courage, you know? It's just like you're, like, loose and ready. But it's like, I'm just like, no, this is just like a party. I treat it like a party where I'm getting my drink, I'm sitting down, I mingle, I talk, but I'm not, like, in the mood. So I don't know how to get there.
And it's so crazy because some girls, like, when they walk in there like that,
they're
like,
ready to go.
Yeah, like, they're not in the mood. But, like, once they start going to other rooms, like, you can tell, like, okay, like, I'm getting turned on because look at the way, like,
and I think that's what helps when the vibe is like everyone's, like, turned on.
Turned on.
Okay.
Yeah, so it always have to be like
energy.
you said, the vibe has to be right and in the situation. Like I said, I do see girls walk in there, and like I said, that's why I said I'd rather walk and talk to them to make them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Show them around, like, oh, this is, like, what's going on, or I ask them, like, what do you like, what are you into? You feel me? Like, let me feel comfortable so you can feel comfortable. So, like I said, when you go in one of these rooms, you don't have to be, like, staring and everything else. Because this one chick, she was in there, and you could tell she was uncomfortable, like, real uncomfortable, because this girl was getting dogged out. So she was, like, looking like that's, like,
it's a lot to see.
Yes, it's a lot. But I want to say around, like, in the middle of the night, like midnight, she started easing into it. Like, she didn't take a lot, but, like, she eased into it. But once she eased into it, it was like free ball game. Like, she was ready. Like, she was sitting there talking shit, like, who's next? Like, what's going on? I'm looking like, dang, like, he was, like, kind of nervous and quiet when you got here.
Maybe
but,
the Molly had to kick in, you know?
Man, like, you know, so crazy. A lot of people do, like
I
said,
it's a Molly environment.
I feel like a lot of people take do they poison there. Like I said, I smoke, you feel me? So that keeps me level. And like I said, a bottle of Douce, I'm
smoked,
pretty.
but that doesn't really, I don't know.
Doesn't.
I don't know. I don't know what happens. I think too, sometimes, like, let's say I am horny, I've had it taken care of, like, before I went to the event or after. Like,
nah, you gotta
never
say that. Like, why you? Nah.
Because it's like, I know who I want to have sex with.
Okay.
So it's like, I hit them up. I know they're not going to come to this, though. This is not their jam, like sex parties and stuff. But it's like, it just hasn't happened. The only thing I've done is this last play party was like an all dominatrix, or not all dominatrix, but it was a female all women's type of play party.
Yeah.
So it was more like BDSM related, like bring your toys. We have the St. Andrew's cross. We have things to suspend. You can do rope. You can do paddles, all that.
Yeah.
So I got to do that. I got to flog some girls, whip some girls.
So crazy.
And
I just learned about flog too. So that's what's so crazy. Man, I just learned about it. So
it's an art form. It's actually really, really hot. But I've tried it on the receiving end too. Like I let a girl paddle me and I'm like, oh, okay, I like this too.
Okay.
So like I'm a switch. But I like to play the Dom game way more.
Way more.
But tell me why this last event, I see my coworker in there, which, like, current coworker, and it's like, oh my God, like, you have to address it. You know what I mean? Because, like, we, like, locked eyes the minute I got there. And it was like, oh, my Lord, like... that's such and such.
Man, you know, it's crazy. I haven't locked eyes with anybody yet.
You haven't ran into like any like of your vanilla colleagues?
Nah, not yet. But like, it's so crazy. If I do run into one, I'm gonna be like, bro, where you been at? Like, you could have been kicking it with me. Like,
you're like, we could have gone together, could carpool.
We could have carpool. Like, we could have went to these
funny.
little parties or these little functions or something like that. So, yeah, but I haven't had that. Like, not yet. It's been like a couple times, like I'll go to a bar or something and I'll be like, okay, I've seen this one before. And I'm like, I don't know where I've seen this one at.
Oh, so people from the play parties out in public.
Yeah. So,
I mean, listen, it's like, I mean, San Diego's a small, it's, every town is you're going to eventually see somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether you see them in different light, it's fine. Like, even with my coworkers, like we had the conversation, they're like, girl, we don't have to talk about this outside of this, you know, but how are you? I love your lingerie. You look so good.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I got my little dress on, no panties. Man, I know.
See, I would have been talking to my boy like, hey, bro, we going to the next function or what? I would have been on him.
You would have left if you ran into a colleague?
No, I wouldn't have left, but like I would have like chopped it up with him and be like, bruh, so like when we gonna go to the next one together? So you feel me?
Oh, with
like,
that person. Yeah. Because that's how you roll.
Like I said, I tell people I play the like I said, the shy role, but I'm a really good person, man. Like I like to like communicate, talk, like I like to get to know people, see what they're about. You feel me? At first, I wasn't like that. I was always like rushing into it, and shit didn't like go the way I thought it was gonna go. But now, like I said, just staying in Oregon and being mellowed and chilled and being calmed down, like I like to get to know people.
Wow. Listen, you heard it from the bull himself.
Yeah, bull.
Frank, what was Fanny Pack Frank?
Fanny Pack Frank, man.
That is, you gotta make a shirt.
Man, like I said, it tripped me out. Like I didn't know until like I said, I was done like fucking this chick, and my homegirl was like, Fanny Pack Frank. I looked over and I was
not
like,
you responded.
Yeah, and I looked over like, what's up? They was like, she said, yep, that's your new nickname, Fanny Pack Frank. Because she's like, every time we go to these events, you always got a fanny pack. I was like, man, and it's crazy now because like now I see a lot of people with like fanny packs, and I be looking at them like,
I mean, I hope they're carrying condoms.
Man,
are you setting trends in the club?
Man, I'm trying, like I said, because like I noticed some people when they go to like they try to put them in their socks or something, and I'm looking like, bruh, like
the condoms.
Yeah, like they'll put them in their socks, and then when you try to get some or try to do, basically, yeah, like you want to make sure like it's on you. Like you look in your sock, you be like, dang, what am I? And it's scratching you all night walking, like that makes you feel uncomfortable, you know. It makes you feel real uncomfortable. So I'd rather have my little toolkit, my little fanny pack, you know, with all my goodies in there. So I don't gotta like it's right in front of me. All I gotta do is zip, pull out what you need.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right?
Right.
Anyway, Franklin, we could talk about this for hours, but I feel like we'll just do a part 2 when the time comes.
Oh man, let me know, man. Thank you for having me here, man. For real.
Thank you for
coming.
Girl, what? Okay. Do you want to share your socials with anybody, or you want to stay off the grid?
Yeah, I'll stay off the grid. Stay off the grid.
Listen, if you know, you know. What if I have someone hit me up that is like a potential like either couple or just somebody who's
man, say less. You better call me. Don't play.
Okay, so I can share your contact then, or just like slide you the email?
Yeah, just slide me the email.
Okay, I got you. And per usual, you can follow me at girlwhat_pod or Danielle Denise LA. If you haven't, please subscribe to the pod and give us 5-star ratings on Apple. Thanks for listening.
Man, thank you.
Girl, what?
Girl, what?